Genocide.
Genocide in Gaza.
A genocide.
Genocide.
In recent months, some have accused Israel of engaging in a war of genocide against the Palestinians. This war began after a massacre against Israelis on October the 7th, 2023, killing 1,500 people and taking over 250 hostages. Those hostile to Israel claim her military response in Gaza amounts to genocide. Let's explore that claim.
Genocide involves the commission of a series of acts, specifically with the intent to destroy a racial, ethnic, religious, or national group, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction.
The term genocide combined the Greek word genos, meaning race or tribe, with the Latin suffix sid, meaning killing. It was coined to describe the systematic destruction of ethnic, racial, or religious groups, particularly in the context of the Holocaust, perpetrated by Nazi Germany. So now we know the historical and legal background to the word genocide. Let's examine it in the context of Israel and its war against Hamas. Many who use these phrases, like genocide, may not fully grasp their implications. Let's start by defining the Palestinians as a group. Palestinians are a group of Arabs originally from Arabia, not from Israel or Gaza. They are historically known as Bedouins. Arabs began living or colonizing in the region after the Islamic conquest of the land in the 7th century. From 1517 to 1917, the land was known as Palestine under Ottoman rule, and from 1917 to 1947 under the British Mandate. All inhabitants of the land, Arab Muslims, Arab Christians, and Jews, were referred to as Palestinians. After Israel declared independence in 1948, Jews became known as Israelis, as did many Arabs who continued to live amongst them. Today, there are over 2 million Arabs living in Israel as equal citizens. In 1964, Arabs living in Judea, Samaria, and Gaza adopted the Palestinian identity and, encouraged by the USSR, began to establish a national identity, but not a state. Currently, more than 6 million Arabs live between the river and the sea. Those living in Israel enjoy a democratic liberal society, while the other 4 to 5 million live under autocratic governments that often show indifference towards their population while enriching themselves. One key measure to determine if a genocide has occurred is to examine population growth or decline. Since 1948, the Palestinian population has grown significantly. In 1948, there were around 1.4 million Palestinians in the West Bank and Gaza. This number rose to 5.48 million by 2023. This growth counters claims of genocide. In contrast, the Jewish population declined from 17 million in 1939 to 11 million by 1945 due to the Holocaust, and it has not fully recovered, currently standing at 15 million. Let's now turn to the war in Gaza. Israel possesses one of the most advanced armies in the world, and it has utilized its capabilities to keep civilian casualty counts in Gaza significantly lower than those seen in most comparable conflicts. Israel is engaged in a war against a terrorist organization that has embedded itself within a civilian population. Despite these challenging circumstances, even if we take the highest reported death toll of 35,000 and Israel's lowest estimate of 12,000 Hamas terrorists, the combatant to non-combatant ratio in Gaza is 1 to 2.5. The UN global average in urban warfare is 9 civilians to every 1 combatant killed. To quote military historian Lord Andrew Roberts, Israel has shown a level of precision in targeting Hamas that is completely unprecedented in modern warfare. In stark contrast, Hamas is a Palestinian organization dedicated to the genocide of Jews. They have explicitly stated this goal multiple times alongside Iran and their proxies. This was demonstrated by their attack on October the 7th, going after every Israeli man, woman, and child, and even animals they could get their hands on. In contrast, Israel has never advocated for the genocide of Arabs. So let's be clear, the accusation of genocide isn't remotely true to Israel. The great irony is that Israel's opponent, Hamas, is the one guilty of this charge.